welcome back to My Zone Active Kids, where we actively invest in your future. Whose future?
Your future.
My name is Marisol Stoffberg, and today with me is my super cool friend joining us.
Hello friends, my name is Yana Hein.
Hi, Yana. Isn't she as cute as a button? We are so happy you guys are back because it's a beautiful Monday and it is, can I get a drum roll please? The 200th episode for Active Kids. Well done, well done, well done, well done. We are so happy that you guys are joining us because it's a brand new week and also a brand new theme. Yana, do you know what our theme is for today?
Actually, I don't, Marisa.
Our theme for today is local businesses. That's the whole week. We're celebrating businesses. And today it's all about a pet shop. That's why we have a bunny.
Oh, I love pets and I love bunnies.
Bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop. I have a friend name. My friend's name is Enzo. Now, Enzo is actually a bunny. He tries to be like, oh, but he's just a little bunny. Gotcha, 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 go.
Isn't that cute?
But of course, we first need to tell you guys that you can catch us every single day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 9 on the MyZone and Zashi Facebook pages. And Yana, we also want to thank our friends at Innovations. What do we want to thank them for?
For these beautiful bean bags. Yes, they are so comfortable. Thank you so much.
If you want to get anything for your party, please send an email to info@kickstartnam.com. But first, we need to sing happy birthday, so we can say happy birthday to Active Kids.
Yes, of course.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Active Kids. Happy birthday to you. Done. And because it is our 200th episode, I want us to sing my favorite song ever.
Okay.
So I'm going to teach you the song.
Ooh, yippee.
Okay, so my song is about Herman the worm.
Herman the worm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Herman is a worm that stays on like a farm thing. I don't know where he stays. But he likes eating. So basically, I'm Herman the worm. He loves food. So every time he eats, he gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So as we sing, we are going to sing about all the funny things he eats and how he gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So the words are, I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, do-wop, 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 do-wop. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big, and then you're going to ask me, how big? This big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed one grape. Doom, 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 doom. And then the song continues. So he first eats grapes, then apples, then he eats grapefruit, he eats a watermelon, and somewhere he also eats an orange.
Wow.
Yes. So are you ready?
Yes.
We're going to wing it, Nay. We're going to wing it. Okay.
Okay.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, do-wop, 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 do-wop. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big,
How big?
this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed one grape. Doom, 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 doom. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, do-wop, 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 do-wop. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big,
How big?
this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed 2 apples. Doom, 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 doom. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big,
How big?
this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed 3 cantaloupes. Doom, 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 doom. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big,
How big?
this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed 4 grapefruits. Doom, 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 doom. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big,
How big?
this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I swallowed 5 watermelons. Doom, 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 doom. I was sitting on a fence post, slapping on my left knee, chewing on my bubble gum, chomp, 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 playing with my yo-yo, doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. And along came Herman the worm, and he was this big,
How big?
this big. I asked him, Herman, what happened? And he said, I finally burped. Ah. Well done, Yana. So now it's time for us to head over to our 2 friends to see what they're up to, Zoe and Zacky. Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good, I'm good, I'm great, I'm great, I'm wonderful. Hooray! Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good, I'm good, I'm great, I'm great, I'm wonderful. Hooray! Hi, friends, welcome back. My name is Zacky,
Hi, beautiful friends. My name is Zoe.
and we are niece and nephew. This week, we're learning all about local businesses.
Zacky,
Mm-hmm.
that is a big word. What does it mean?
Businesses are shops we get in the towns and the places that we live.
Yes, together we are learning all about a pet shop.
Pet shops are places where we get to find different animals you can buy as pets.
It can be dogs
Or cats.
or hamsters
Or bunnies.
and fishes in all shapes and sizes and colors.
And birds. Birds. Some birds are small and others are big. Some can talk and others can whistle.
At pet shops, we also get all the things we need to take care of our pets.
We get their food,
We get their collars and leashes,
their beds,
blankets,
cages.
and food.
I love food. We also get all the stuff we need when you need to get your pets to take a bath.
And stuff for when they might feel a bit sick.
At pet shops, you also get different treats for them and a whole bunch of toys.
Pet shops are really magical places.
I think it's time for us to sing a super fun song about pets now.
Get ready, friends.
And the 1, and the 2, and the 1, 2, 3. Do you have a pet? Yes, I have a dog. I have a pet. He is a dog, and he says, woof, 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 woof. I have a cat. Oh, I have a pet. She is a cat, and she says, meow, 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 meow. I have a mouse. I have a pet. He is a mouse, and he says, squeak, 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 squeak. Woof, woof, mew, mew, squeak, squeak. I have a bird. I have a pet. He is a bird, and he says, tweet, 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 tweet. I have a fish. I have a pet. She is a fish, and she says, gloop, 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 gloop. I have a lion. A lion. I have a pet. He is a lion, and he says, roar, 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 roar. Tweet, tweet, gloop, gloop, roar.
I had so much fun learning about pet shops. Now it's time for your fun fact again.
Did you guys know that dogs drink water by making like the back of their tongue into a cup? So they actually like scoop the water.
I love all your fun facts, Zacky.
Thank you.
Friends, remember to stay safe and always take care of your pets.
But that it is from us for today, friends. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. Wow, Yana, didn't you just enjoy Zoey and Zacky so much?
Oh, absolutely. It was out of this world.
But now it's time for us to have some fun. And as you can see, we have some colorful balls here. They're kind of like our birthday balls. Yay! Okay. So what we're going to do is Yana and I are going to see who can keep a ball in the air the longest. Yes, it's a competition. I love a competition. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the ball, and then you're going to use the palm of your hand, and you're going to tap it in the air, just like this. And oh! That was very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
We lost the ball.
We lost the ball. It's a crisis. It's sad. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to take the purple one now. So we're going to see who can keep it in the air the longest. Okay, but you guys need to pick someone. Who do you think will win? Will it be Yana or will it be me? So let's see who will reign victorious. So it's the best out of 3.
Yes. Okay. Let's do this.
And go.
There goes my other ball.
Okay, so Marisa has won. I won the first round. Okay, but I'm going to keep my lucky purple. Okay, round 2.
Okay.
And go. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think this...
No.
No. You can borrow one of mine.
Oh, thank you.
I like sharing. All right, we can do it one more time. And go.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
The challenge has begun. Oh, snapples. Do you want to go one last time?
One last time. Maybe this is my lucky ball.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to keep with the blue one. And go.
Okay.
Hey.
I can feel it.
Oh, it's come out the lucky one there.
This is my lucky ball.
So, unfortunately, it's the end of our game. But do not worry, do not fear, because now it's time for us to head over to our online school lesson. So get ready, grade 2s, because it's week 12. How do I make it 12? Week 12, lesson 1.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello grade 2s and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is local businesses and autumn. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. So let us take our sanitizer and make sure that we rub both of our hands thoroughly. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be talking about reading, common nouns, and missing numbers. For our first exercise, boys and girls, let's turn to page 17. On page 17, we are going to be reading a short passage. Now with this one, it is going to be one that we're going to use to answer the questions below. Remember, when we are reading a story or a short passage, we need to read it 3 times. The first time is so that we understand what the story is talking about. The second time is so that we can find our answers. And then the third time is to make sure that our answers are correct. Now, let us start by reading it the first time. Autumn is calling. Leaves change color. It changes from green to brown to red and orange. Trees lose their leaves. Dad and I rake the leaves every Saturday. Acorns fall down. It is falling on my head. Hooray! Autumn is here! Wow, it sounds like this person is very excited about this season. Now that we have read it a first time, let's take a look at our questions. Now we're going to read our questions twice. So let us read together. Number 1. Which season is it? Which season is it? Number 2. What happens to the leaves? What happens to the leaves? Number 3, name the colors the leaves changes to. Name the colors the leaves changes to. Number 4, on which day are the leaves raked? On which day are the leaves raked? And number 5, what is falling on my head? What is falling on my head? Number 6, what is your favorite season and why? What is your favorite season and why? So, for the questions up to number 5, all the answers are in the passage. But number 6 is asking you a personal question, which is, what is your favorite season and why? Remember, we have 4 seasons: summer, autumn, winter, and spring. So you need to pick the season that you like and say why. So now that we have read our questions, let's go back to our passage and read it a second time. Keep your eyes open and your ears wide open for the answers. We'll begin at the top. Autumn is calling. Leaves change color. It changes from green to brown, red, and orange. Trees lose their leaves. Dad and I rake the leaves every Saturday. Acorns fall down. It is falling on my head. Hooray! Autumn is here. So now that we have read the passage a second time, I'd like you to please answer the questions. Remember, boys and girls, if you're not sure, you can always go back into the passage and read it again to get your answers. Make sure that you answer all the questions, and for number 6, choose a season and tell us why. Now that we're done with that one for now, let's move on to the next page, page 18. On page 18, we are going to be doing common nouns. Now remember, boys and girls, we all know what a noun is, but there are 2 types of nouns that we normally talk about. Today, we are going to be talking about common nouns. Now, common nouns are words that name things, people, or places. On the board, I have some pictures that I want us to talk about because they are common nouns. So let's take a look at the board. The first one that I have is something you already know, somewhere where we both meet, and that is a school. You can see that it even says school on top as well. So this is a school. So the common noun word here is school. We are naming this building, and this building is a place, and the place is a school. The next thing that we have is something that some of you have at home and that you ride by yourselves. And some of you are still learning as well. This one is called a bicycle. The name of this thing is a bicycle. So the common noun here is bicycle. So we have school and then we have bicycle. The next one that we can see is something that takes a lot of people to one place, and it can sometimes have the driver on a big steering wheel, and we even have a song for it that says the wheels on the go round and round. This is a bus. So the common noun is naming this thing, and this is a bus. The next one that we have is something that some of you actually go to school in. It can be different colors. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small, sometimes it's got a back seat, sometimes it's got 2 doors only, but it definitely has 4 wheels. We call this thing a car. So the common noun name for this thing is a car. So far we have talked about the school, name of a place, the bicycle, name of a thing, the bus, a name of a thing, the car, a name of a thing. Now we're going to the people, names of people, not specific names, but just names in general. And these 2 people that we are going to see or talk about today are parents. Parents. Now, if it's one person standing here, we actually say parent. But because there are 2 people, father and mother, we say parents. And then the last thing that we can see of a common noun is the name of a place as well. We live in it. That's where our bedroom is. And when we go home, we say that we live in a house. So the name of this thing is a house. So these are our common nouns, and we're going to use them to fill in the missing words in our exercise. So let's go to our exercise. In our exercise, we can see that we are going to be reading the story below and write the missing nouns next to the picture. Now, each of the pictures we saw before are the exact same ones that we have here in the classroom as well as in your book. So this is going to be so easy peasy. So let us start together. Instead of saying the picture, I want you to say the name of the item, whether it's the name of a place, the name of a person, or the name of the thing. So we are going to read it twice. And then after that, I would like you to fill in with the correct word, the common noun. Let us read it together. I love going to school. I ride my bicycle. My friend takes the bus. Some boys and girls ride in a car with their parents. Kids whose house is near the school walk to school. Well done if you managed to replace the picture with their common noun name. So we're now going to read it again, but this time a little bit faster so that we can sound like we're making complete sentences. I love going to school. I ride my bicycle. My friend takes the bus. Some boys and girls ride in a car with their parents. Kids whose house is near the school walk to school. Now it's your job to fill in the correct words. So let's take a look at the board for the last time so you can see the words. We have school, bicycle, bus, car, parents, and house. So take your time, make sure you spell each of the words correctly. If you need a little help, it's okay to ask. Just make sure you finish your exercises, both of them, by yourself. Have fun, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoey and Zacky.
Now for our final exercise, boys and girls, let's turn to page 19. On page 19, we are going to be filling in missing numbers. Oh, this is so easy peasy. And because it's so easy, I'm only going to help you with one leaf. So, the leaf I'm going to help you with is at the bottom, and it says dash 70, 71. Can you find that leaf? Well done. So that is the one I'm going to help you with. So let's take a look at the board. Now I have my leaf here that says dash 70, 71. So we are going to try and find the dash. Now this is very easy because it's either you count backwards or you use the rule about the number in front. Now remember, if we are looking for a missing number that is in front, that means we are looking for the number before 70. And we actually can count backwards to find it. So the number we are looking for is not the one after 70. The number after 70 is 71. It's already there. So we need to count backwards to try and find the missing number. So we are going to start at 71, counting backwards. Let's go. 71, 70. So what is this one? If you said that it is now 69, well done, good job. So we know that this is 69. And we can even check by trying to find out if it is correct. We can start from 60 going to 71. So let's count. 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. So it's correct. Well done, everyone. Good job. So I'm going to leave you to do the rest of the leaves by yourself. Remember, if it is the one in front that is missing, so you're looking for the number before the one you've been given. If it is the one behind, that means you're looking for the number after. And if it is the one in the middle, that one is very easy. You just put the missing number by counting the one before and the one after. Take your time, have fun with this one, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn, and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson, and I really hope you had so much fun. I know I did. Remember, if you're not sure or you don't know what to do, it's okay to ask for help. Just make sure you end up finishing your work by yourself. So now that we are done with our lesson, boys and girls, let us sanitize. When we sanitize, we are showing the world that we care about our health. Sanitizing means that we're trying to stay far away from the germs. So sanitize as regularly as possible. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Sashi was supposed to come and visit me, but I don't know where he is. Sashi? Sashi? I don't know where... Oh! There he is! Hello, Sashi. You want to go outside and play? Me too. But let's say goodbye to our friends first. So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and Goodbye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.
Now that was an awesome lesson, friends. But right now, we have to go to the next lesson. This one is for grade 3 from week 12, lesson 1.
Yay!
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is occupations and autumn. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. Remember, sanitizing is not the only way you can stay safe. You can make sure that anything you use, you throw it in the dustbin like a tissue, and make sure that you sanitize your hands after that as well. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing reading and phonics. For our exercise now, boys and girls, we are going to do some reading on page 17. On page 17, we have some poetry, and this poem is all about autumn time. Everything that happens in autumn, from the weather to what the trees do, everything is in this poem. Now we're going to learn that in this poem, there are things that happen in autumn, but also there are words that rhyme when we talk about autumn. So I want you to listen carefully. I am going to be reading for you. You can follow with your finger and make sure that when you do follow, try hard to find the rhyming words. Let us start at the title. Autumn time. The wind is playing autumn games through the gardens and the lanes, picking up and swirling round leaves of orange, red, and brown, gusting through each swaying tree, tossing apples until they're free, shaking corners until they drop and open wide with prickly pop. The wind is dancing full of fun, laughing in the autumn sun. It tumbles acorns, fir cones, leaves to make a carpet under trees. Wow, that sounds like so much fun. I want to go outside there and just enjoy myself in these leaves. I'm sure you do as well. So here we are learning about autumn and what we can see when we are outside. The wind seems to be something that is always there during autumn, moving everything about. We learned that the wind can move the trees, the leaves in the trees, and even the acorns. We also learned that in autumn there is some sun. And that means that even though it's a little bit chilly because of the wind, there is still a lot of sun. We learn as well that in autumn we have very important colors, and they are orange, red, and brown. So, next time I want you to read the poem by yourselves and see when we are in autumn if all of this is true. Now that we are done reading, let us now turn to page 18. On page 18, we are going to be doing our vocabulary words as well as our sight words. Remember, vocabulary words are new words that we're going to be learning so that we can improve our English and use them regularly. And then, after that, I will tell you what each word means. Please repeat after me. Temperature, leaves, windy, hot, trees, animals, plants. Well done, everyone. So temperature has to do with a condition outside where we use degrees Celsius. These days, because of the coronavirus, everybody knows what temperature is. So, the temperature can either be the one outside or the one that your body has. Then we have leaves. We definitely know what leaves are. These are part of the nature that we see. They come from trees. And then windy is a type of weather condition where the wind blows all day or most of the day. We have the word hot, and hot means it is the opposite of cold, where the weather can be very, very hot. And when it is hot, we actually need to cool ourselves down. We have already spoken about trees. This is part of the nature that we see outside. There are different kinds of trees. There are fruit trees, and then we have the trees that have flowers, like the jacaranda tree. And then we have animals, which is also part of nature. These are living creatures that are not human. Then lastly, we have plants. Now the plants are the ones that we see changing color every time the season changes as well. Now that we know what each word means, please try and use them during the week. Make sentences, use them when you're speaking to other people, and you will improve your English quickly. Now let's go to the sight words. For our sight words today, we only have 3. Brown, no, and noun. The difference between no and now is the silent K at the beginning of no. This means know as in to understand or to think. I know my 2 times table. And then the word now, which means immediately. Then we have our color brown. So these are our words for the week, and we have read such a lovely poem together. I want you to go home and try and do that by yourself. Read the poem, have fun, change your voice, don't forget the full stops when you're reading. And I will see you soon. after our advert break.
Follow us on My Zone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zacky.
For our lesson, let's now go to page 19. On page 19, we are going to be doing phonics. Now, the phonics that we're going to be doing are going to be two, not just one. We are talking about when two letters come together and make one sound. Remember, letters make sounds, then the sounds make words. So these are the words that we are going to be looking for. Our first one has A and W. A and W together make the sound O. 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 Very good. So I want you to please write the sound O in the first box. We have the words that have O in them in the second box. You can see that it's asking you to circle the word that matches the picture. So you are going to look for the word that has O in it. Then after that, you're going to circle the word that have the letters and the sound O. Let's take a look at the board. Now remember, this is the sound O. The A is in front and the W is behind. And when they come together, they make the sound O. If we now look at words that have the sound O, for example, the two I have on the board, it is S, O, S, O, so. Now this saw can either be the one to cut things like wood or the one for the past tense of see. I saw a monkey. So we use saw, o, saw. Another word that has the o sound in it is the word y. O, y, o, yawn. Now when we are very tired or sometimes bored, we have a little yawn in us. So we have a yawn and it comes out of our mouths. Sometimes we can actually yawn without noticing it. But most times when you yawn, it's your body's way of saying, hello, we're a little bit sleepy, or oh, we're really bored. So everyone, let's let out a big yawn. Now there's real yawns and there are fake yawns. The one I just did was a fake one, but I'm sure soon you'll be able to do a real one and a fake one as well. So let's read our word. First, let's sound it. Y. O. Let's read it now. Yawn. Very good. So this is the O sound in words. You are going to look for words that have the O sound in the last box. And then you're going to make a sentence with the words that you have found. Make sure that when you're doing a sentence, it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Now let's go to our other sound on the same page. So let's take a look at the other sound. The second sound that we have is the sound ow. 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 We have the sound when we bring O and W together. So when O and W are put together, they make the sound ow. Please can you write the sound in the box, the first one. In the second box, you need to find a word that has the ow sound. by taking a look at the picture. After that, you circle that word and then you move on to the third box. In the third box, you're now going to be looking for words that have the sound ow. Now let's take a look at the board. Like I said before, the sound ow is made up of O and W. And when they come together, they say ow. Like in the following two words. Let's sound them first. Brr, ow, brr, ow, brown. Very good. Now, as we know, brown is a color and it has the ow sound in it. The next one, let's try and sound it first together twice. Flu, ow, flu, ow, flower. Now the flower we're talking about here is the plant, not the one used to make cakes. The flower here has the ow sound, where it is O and W. So now that you know the sound ow and what it looks like, you're going to circle words that have ow in them in the third box. And then after that, boys and girls, you are going to use one of those words to make a sentence. Remember, a sentence starts with a capital letter at the beginning and a full stop at the end. Please make sure that you take your time with this exercise, practice the words that you see, and I will see you soon when you're done after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
We have now come to the end of our lesson, boys and girls, and I hope you had so much fun. I know I did. Remember, if you are not sure or you don't know what to do, it's okay to ask an adult for help. Just make sure that you end up doing your work by yourself. Now that we are done, we need to sanitize. We can also use our sanitizer every time when we are done touching something that we know someone else will touch. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder though, Sashi said he was coming to visit me. Sashi, where are you? Oh, there he is. Hello, Sashi. Oh, where are you going? So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.
Wow, Yana, I had the best time in the whole wide world. My brain just exploded. Boom.
It truly was awesome, honestly.
I had so much fun. Thank you for joining us on our birthday episode.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having me, friends.
But now it's time for us to go do something fun. We're going to go eat ice cream or something. I'm not sure yet. Ice cream and hot chocolate and go say hi to our bunny friend Enzo. But just like our friend Enzo here on the screen, it is hasta la vista from us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.